Okay, so I will import my package, import everything. Okay, here we are. So I should have 3 scenes here that I want to use. So we have part 1, part 2, part 3. Great, so I'm going to delete the rest because they're not being used. So 1, 2, 3. So this is very simple implementation. All I have here is, the scenes are more or less the same, they're just changing colors and layout. I would add the scene manager to something like a main camera maybe. And all I need to do is add a script. So I will call my script scene. So I can't really call it scene manager because that's already taken, so that's already a keyword. So for that reason I'm going to call it scene man, or I think scene man is good enough. So I will add a script here. So you can go ahead and add the same script in the like on all cameras in all of the scenes. So it just exists there. So I'm going to go through the scenes and add all of them. Oops. So we've got this one. So third one has it, second one has it, first one. Add it to the first one. Okay, so now I have the same script in all of the 3 scenes that I want to use. So the next thing you would typically do is go to build settings and add all of the scenes you want to use, typically in order. So scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and notice how they have name here, but also indexable value. And we can call our scenes either by a name, we can load them by name, or by a value. And what I want to do here is just write a simple script. So one of them is just going to be to reset my scene, and another one is going to be to switch between different scenes. So first one will be as simple as that. So if I press R, then I want to reload the scene. So if input dot get key down, key code R. So if I press R, then I want to reload my scene. So I can do that if I add a library. So using Unity engine dot scene management, and that gives me access to loading and scenes. So I'm going to write here scene manager dot load scene. So I want to basically reload my current scene. So what this takes in, like if you look at the parameters, so when I say load scene and open the function, so there are different ways of loading a new scene. You can either do it by a value, so have integers, or you can pass in a string, so that would be the name of the scene. And there are other options, but we really care about either passing it by value or by name. I want to pass it by value. So first I'm going to comment this out, so because I will implement it in a moment, I just need to have access to my current scene, which I can do it by storing a scene. So scene current scene. So that's a scene variable, that's my name of the scene. So current, so on start it will set the variable to current scene, which is scene manager dot get active scene. So this will basically store whichever scene is active, be it scene 1, 2, or 3, and then I can simply load it here. So if I pass current scene, I can pass it by its build index, right? So build index is the number that appears here. So build settings. So here we have different values, 0, 1, 2, 3. So on each scene that would be a different value, right? So now if I press play, and let's say, you know, something changed in my game, so, you know, I moved the character left, you know, jumped over. If I want to reload, I'll just press R and it should reload that scene. Yeah. And if I were to go to another scene, let's say scene 2, I press play. So the same thing should be true. Like if I moved my character or like expanded my character, I changed something in the scene. If I were to press R, it should reload that particular scene. Okay. And the next thing that is handy to have is to have to basically quickly switch between scenes. So what I want to do is right. So if input dot key dot key down, and I'm going to press key code alpha 1. So if I press 1 on my keyboard, so basically on top of Q and tab, like that button, then I want to load the scene. Scene manager dot load scene 0, right, which corresponds to this scene right here. Oops. Come on. So that would be scene 0. Yeah. So my scene 2 is scene 1, and scene 3 is it has value of 2. So I'm doing just that. So if I press 1, load scene 0, I'll copy and paste this here. Then if I press 2, I want to load scene 1, and if I press 3, then I want to load scene with indexical value of 2. So I'm just going to save that and press play, and now I can quickly switch between scenes by pressing 1, 2, 3, okay, in any order. And I can always, you know, if something changed in my scene, I can press R and it will reset that scene.